I hope you all are ready. I hope you all are prepared because the time has finally come. Summer Miyu is now on Grand Summoners Global alongside Summer Sakura. This is a crazy moment, a crazy point in time, and a very dire moment for all of our crystals. But before we talk about summoning, the game plan, whatever the case may be, let's talk about these units. Summer Miyu will be the first unit I want to talk about here, and she is an absolute monster. If you love Jay, this is Jay. Just as a 9-year-old and also a female. Her entire kit is very attacker focused. The true art is able to give everybody art gauge on the team and also buff up physical damage by 80% every time you use it, which is ridiculous. Considering you give yourself 200 art gauge and 50% attack every single start of a battle, which by the way is the exact same thing that Jay and Gray has, which means you can stack up this true art, giving everybody art gauge and also physical damage, and by the time you reach the boss room, you pop off with the super art and you practically kill any boss in front of you. This character has so much potential as an attacker, as a nuker, as just a general good unit. If you're someone who loves Jay or loves like the philosophy of Jay's kit design, you're gonna literally love Miyu. If you're brand new to the game, if you've been playing the game for a while, you get Miyu, you are going to love this unit. And since we are going to be able to get around like, what is it, 100 something luck gems, or isn't it 200 luck gems? We don't know how we're going to get all of them yet, but since we are going to get those, if you make this character a luck unit, oh my lord. The next character is Summer Sakura. First and foremost, let's talk about her passive. Her passive is able to give the leader 150% damage up and will autofill their art gauge by 5 per second. Pretty solid if you really want to hone in on one character. You can do a lot of team concerts with this alone, like kind of do a leader buff team where you use this and like Gamma with her, and then if you want to throw like Momon on that last slot to buff up the leader and then make the leader whoever, and you're just gonna blow up a lot of stuff in front of you. So that could be a pretty unique nuke team there. In terms of what she's doing though in her kit and everything, she has a skill that's increasing her arts. The arts buffing up everybody's art gauge and also has a chance to blind. This is a big thing for her, is blinding enemies. The true art is going to be able to buff up everybody's magic damage and also reduce magic damage taken by 30%. So a little bit of some sustained viability in the kit right there. And then finally we have the super art, which gives you 150% dark res down. If the enemy is blinded, you get 50% more, meaning you get 200% dark res if you have a blind on the enemy. Overall, she has some pretty good buff. There's nothing really wrong with her. If you are interested in buffing up a dark magic damage dealer or just, you know, buffing up magic damage dealers, Summer Sakura may be extremely good for you. And if you need a blind unit, well, she can kind of be that blind character. It won't come up all the time, but you know, maybe if you fight Wilkes or something else, you could use Sakura in it and blind the boss instantly. That's all I have to say though about these two units. Now though, it comes to the verdict. Should you summon on this banner or should you not? Well, for all my new players out there, if you watch my most recent video talking about the best reroll possible, the best way to have an extremely good start, you know that I did mention for you to summon for Summer Miyu because it would literally trivialize pretty much every single aspect of the game. Even though she is an attacker, the amount of damage up she has, the crazy super crits and everything on the super art when she was Cinder, it's just going to make it to where no boss, at least in the early game and most of the bosses in the mid game, are going to be able to stand against you. The only time you're ever going to have to like kind of change up your strategy is if you fight a boss with mechanics. So I highly recommend that if you're brand new to the game, you summon on this banner specifically for Summer Miyu. If you get this unit, she can be your J. You can use her literally in every single aspect of the game. The only time she would get stopped is if the boss is countering crit damage or physical damage. As for my veteran players, a lot of you guys already know how crazy this unit is, or some of you already know how crazy a unit like Jay is. So if you enjoy that style of unit, or maybe you don't have Jay or you haven't had a chance to use Jay and you get Summer Miyu, well, there you go. She's not gonna be able to give you like crazy support. She's not gonna be doing too much for the team, but she is definitely gonna help you out quite a bit and be kind of this quality of life unit to an extent when you're doing certain pieces of content. In terms of Summer Sakura, I think she's just a nice addition to have. She's definitely not gonna be like, oh, if you get her, amazing, or oh, you missed out on her, oh dude, that sucks, you're gonna like definitely regret it. She's just a very good addition to have, very solid character. The only time that I would say you don't summon on this banner is that if you really don't care about Summer Miyu and you know you care less about Summer Sakura and you really want to wait for, let's say, Chloe, or maybe you already spent a lot of your crystals on the original Fate banners plus maybe even part 1 of Summer Fate, and now you just want to kind of like chill out till, you know, the next like story story unit comes out, which would be BF Emperor or whatever else. You know, I respect that, but for majority of players, you guys should definitely be summoning on pretty much every single one of these Summer Fate characters. That's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all for coming out. Tell me down below what you all are gonna be doing. You guys gonna be summoning on this banner? Are you guys gonna be skipping? Me, myself, of course, I'm gonna be summoning on it. I may see if Sleepy wants to do a dual summon, and you know, maybe we tackle it again, see if we can walk away Summer Miyu or something, but if not, hey, you guys can expect a summon video tomorrow. Oh, and one more thing before you leave, don't forget to drink water.